The United States just made the biggest trade mistake of the decade by slapping 50% tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum. Ontario's response? A $20 billion economic betrayal that changes everything. For generations, Canada played by America's rules, with Ontario's factories feeding Detroit's auto industry and Canadian energy keeping U.S. lights on. But in 2025, Washington crossed the line with crushing tariffs and no negotiation. Ontario's premier made it clear, we will not be bullied. If they want a trade war, we'll give them one they'll never forget. Ontario's counterattack was brutal, a $20 billion deal with Volkswagen to build North America's largest battery plant, with one shocking condition. Every single battery would go to Europe, not one for the US market. This wasn't just business, it was a declaration of independence. While American automakers scramble for batteries, Europe gets a guaranteed supply, as Ontario makes Europe its new best friend. But Ontario wasn't done. They took aim at America's most vulnerable spot, electricity, with a 25% surcharge on power exports to border states. Overnight, Michigan factories in New York cities face soaring energy costs, sending a clear message that America's dependence on Canadian power now comes with a price. The shockwaves keep coming. Canada's massive pension funds are dumping U.S. investments. A $19 billion F-35 fighter jet deal sits frozen as Canada shops for French and Swedish warplanes instead. Every sector, from defense to minerals, is shifting in what experts call a quiet economic divorce from America. Meanwhile, the U.S. response has been deafening silence. No counter deals, no tariff relief, just stunned inaction as their most reliable ally walks away. Experts warn this could be catastrophic if Quebec and British Columbia follow Ontario's lead, potentially leaving America cut off from critical resources, energy, and defense partners it always took for granted. This isn't just about tariffs anymore. It's about power. For the first time in history, Canada holds all the cards with the minerals Europe needs, the clean energy the world wants, and now the guts to use that leverage. The old rules are dead. No more bending to Washington's demands or swallowing unfair tariffs. Ontario just proved Canada can thrive without American approval. The tables have turned. Where America once dictated terms, it now faces the consequences of its own trade war. Ontario's $20 billion power play proves that Canada won't be pushed around, not anymore. As Europe embraces its new economic ally and American industries scramble to adapt, one truth becomes undeniable. The era of U.S. dominance over North American trade is ending. This isn't just a warning shot, it's the first strike in a new economic reality where Canada calls the shots. The question isn't if Washington will respond, but whether it's already too late. The damage is done. The alliance is broken. And Canada? Canada is just getting started.